I started investing like 2 years ago, and then I put like 6 G's was like the max I could put into my Roth IRA, so I could fucking avoid paying big taxes this year.
Shit.
I got
See, I need to get to that level
because I got fucked on taxes.
I've only done like Nike stock and shit like that, but I'm talking about like what you just said about grabbing a globe and just spinning that shit and wherever your chance lands. That shit would be sick.
Bro, no joke. If you want to talk to somebody, because my dad set me up with my like a financial advisor at my bank.
I need that, bro.
So that's why
who do you bank with?
It's called it's a credit union.
Okay.
You know where the Village is?
Uh-huh.
It's literally next to Susie Cakes.
All right.
My dad's been with them for like, I don't know, 30, 40 years. And so I sat down with the financial advisor 2 years ago, and I was making like, like a good amount of money. So then I just had to sit in my checking account. So I was like, bro, I need to just fucking park it somewhere. So I had him park it in.
Damn, bro, I need to go talk to that guy.
I sat with him, and bro, the thing is, it's not that it's confusing. You just really have to do your homework. Because when I walked in there and I was just like, bro, like, I want to put like whatever 15 G's aside. So he's like, all right, what do you want to put it in? Something high risk, low risk, and I was like, let's put like half and half. But I ended up putting like 3,000 in something like just very high risk, and then I put like the other 12 in something that was just like steady.
Yeah, that's how it is on my Acorns. I have like a certain percentage of investing going into medium range risk and shit, but that, like you say, that's a lot of homework you got to do.
It is, but and honestly, bro, like I'm patient, but with that shit, he literally gave me like a file of papers, and then what I ended up investing in was like called like Franklin Dynatech. It was like medical supplies, and then the other one I did was I don't know, some other thing, but
nothing.
No crypto. I do have crypto too.
Oh, okay.
I got like 10 G's in that, but actually that's like from a little side hustle thing that but I don't know. I'm not like a fucking financial person, but I'm not a biggest believer in crypto.
Shit, we haven't even talked about this behind the chair, so it's impressive, bro. I'm proud of you that you're fucking you're young and you're thinking like that, bro. Because a lot of people just
yeah, bro. Do you trust? Like, I mean, people like give me like props, but I feel like I'm silent with it, bro. Like I'm not like whatever. I wear like the earrings and like but like I'm not like flashy like that, low key. I'm very like I try to stay very humble.
I try to be. I'm the same way, bro. Where I'm like, I got the shoes and I do got earrings, but it's not nothing expensive and shit. Like, so I keep it low key too, and I stay out the way, bro.
And bro, plus like if you really like you cut like John selling stuff, if you really like talk to people like money or know people that have money like that, they don't flex.
Right.
If you really usually
like
peep
their flex
game,
is their house. Because when I see John Sally, he's just a normal dude. Then you see him pull up on a Tesla. Okay, that's a light flex. That's not, to me, that's not a huge flex because everybody has a Tesla now. And
I got a Tesla now.
Right. So it's like,
I think I dropped something, right, Mauricio?
I'm heavily considering getting that Prius Prime. Have you seen that shit?
Bro, I'm gonna be. It
looks good.
But I'm gonna be to add to your point though. Like I'm to the point too, like because my girl likes nice cars. Like she got like an Audi, and I was like. I've gotten to the point I was like, babe, because her lease is coming. I'm like, dude, we should just get one car, like, or I'll even drive like a shit car. She's like, no, like you can't do that to yourself. Like you deserve to drive something nice. But I'm almost to the point too. It's like, dude, like, not that I'm like cheaping out. It's like that shit doesn't even like matter to me anymore.
Nah,
I'm like, I'm really
it just needs to get you from point A to point B. As long as it does
comfortably.
It's not even
reliably,
like, bro, it's not even. It's just like, especially like once you're an adult. Like I'm going on a side tangent here, but it's like, and once like you have kind of priorities, it's like the fun shit. It doesn't turn you on anymore. Cause like I like to gamble and shit, right? And I've had like 2-3 Vegas trips, and I'm just like, fuck, like at younger me, like 21, 22, I'm like, okay, spending $1,000, $2,000, like gambling and like throwing it away, maybe losing it doesn't affect me. But now I'm like, fuck, that's rent money.
Fact.
I can't just fucking throw this shit away.
I never even indulged in that type of lifestyle. So I feel like now that I'm older, like I just feel like my purchasing power has to drop, and I have to be very
you gotta move
smart. So is that with the shoes now? Like,
well, I haven't, like,
the new pair of ones came out.
Yeah, like if I'm not, if my thing is not like I want them on my feet, I won't even think. But like the 3s that came out, I wanted those. I was like, since I seen them last year, I was like, I'm a cop. And then this year, I haven't really seen something that's caught my attention like that. So I just rather, like I said, right now, I'm proud of myself that I was able to stack some cheese up. That I was impressed because a lot of other things have happened as of late that really make me consider, like, do I have an emergency fund? Do I have a fucking medical fund, like, where I don't have insurance, like,
I don't have health insurance either.
So it's like I have to start providing this for myself, and then my wife, she has it through her job, but I'm like, damn, I need to really start thinking about ways of informing myself to then inform my barbers, because that's the value I want to provide, like, give them knowledge that you wouldn't get anywhere else. You know
and bro, if I could add to your point too, one thing that you just said, it's like emergency fund, like. You don't know, bro. Another fucking, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Another pandemic could hit and, like, you better be fucking ready.
Right.
I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying to everybody. Because you know how many people, like, live, especially out in the States, like, paycheck to paycheck. And, like, I was reading, I don't know if it was, like, Dave Ramsey or someone was saying, like.
Nah, I'm on a Dave Ramsey program right now, and that's what's got me.
Someone, I don't know if it was Dave Ramsey, but someone of that, like realm was like, most Americans, like, aren't ready to even be hit with, like, an extra $500, like, bill. Like, let's say something goes wrong with your car or this or that. And it's like, bro, if you're just talking $500, imagine the fucking pandemic part 2 hits and you're not working for a couple months and the government's not there to save your ass, then I hope you got fucking rainy day fund money, because
real shit.
But also too is a lot of people, you know, spray with their credit cards.
Yeah,
they use their credit cards and then they're buying things that they don't need. Pure liabilities. Like, do you really need this stuff?
And that's where I was caught up. I was doing that for a while, like, where I would even preach, like, oh, I would tell some of my clients, you want those shoes? Oh, there's an Affirm program, there's an Afterpay program where you can get these things that, now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I could afford them because I'm making money at the moment. But when I look back at it, like, and I move, bro, I'm moving majority of my boxes that are just shoes that half the time I can't rock, like, you know, and then some of them, like, bro, if I don't know how to clean it right, I fuck up the shoe. Like, one of my Jordan, the yellow, I think they're yellow Thunder 4s or whatever, Lightnings, I mean, they're all, bro, I put some Jason Mark trying to clean a scuff, done. The whole shoe is done. And I don't even know what to do with them now. I don't know if I should go sell them. But I don't know if somebody's going to buy them in that condition.
Just play basketball now.
Yeah, and then I feel like that, but 4s are fucking heavy to play ball in, bro.
By the way, bro, we got to give you a round of applause for moving. I mean, come on now.
Thank you, bro. Shit, my back is killing me. I mean, honestly, today I went to the chiropractor, and I must say, the chiropractor I go to...
Worked his miracles?
He's the truth, bro. He's the only chiropractor I've gone through where I had an ailment immediately, and I went in and saw him, and after I left, I felt better. And... he has this jet bed, bro, where it's like, you know, those beds, like
it's like
a water bed.
Is it the one where you put like 25 cents in and it starts vibrating?
Nah. His shit is like, it's like...
He's like, I think those are in motels.
Are you talking about a hydro massage? Huh? You talking about a hydro massage?
Yeah, exactly. It's a hydro massage, right? But you don't sit down on it. You lay on your back.
They have that at Crunch Gym, too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So...
he's like, you don't got to go to the chiropractor for that.
Nah, well, I'm going... I'm going to the chiropractor because I got in a car accident. So through the lawyer sending me there and shit. So luckily, you know, it's free. So I'm fucking going like every 2 days, every two Monday and Wednesday. And it's crazy, bro, because he has this the hydro bed, bro. I sat on there for 15 minutes. My back loosened up, and then he you know, obviously adjusted me and shit. And damn, bro, I feel better. Like,
good.
And now my body's wanting to shut down and go rest. So maybe after the podcast, I'm gonna go straight knock out, do one haircut tomorrow, and I'm gonna come straight back home and just finish my move and just hopefully so I can have people over by the weekend or something, like a little get together and shit. Is there a fight this weekend or something? Nothing.
Nah, it's probably fight night. But I mean,
happened already.
All sports happen this past weekend, man.
Like next week or
May 20th.
So that's the following weekend.
Oh shit!
But bro, I wanted to touch on your point though
Mother's
about
Day
the spraying on the credit cards, bro. I mean, like we all watch Vlad here, and it's like he says the one thing is like act your wage, bro, and that's like one of the truest things I feel like, because it's so easy to get your credit card and just start
swiping.
You max out, bro, because you know you want to look fly and all that stuff, and it's like, you know, how many, like you said, how many pairs of shoes can you really rock?
Facts.
You can only rock one at a time.
And I'm one person to I like to like. Even when I come to the shop, I'll switch up. Because I have that many shoes, every day I try to wear a different shoe. But then I'm starting to understand that comfort over being fly is where I want to think about. Like, that's why I have so many essential sweats. Because comfort over wanting to be, like, I think it's fly, but I also think, like, I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be, like, uptight and in some jeans. Like, it's cool and all, but at the same time, I just want to be, like, low key, bro, as possible. So you're right, bro. Act your wage.
Yeah, you gotta live within your means, bro. And sometimes even I would say like not below, but like
I feel like definitely below at this in this season because it's like it's skinny cow season, what they call it, right? When there's a recession and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like you definitely want to live below your means right now.
But and the other thing too is that a lot of people get credit cards, but they were never taught like what's the importance of a credit card or how to manage a credit card.
Yeah.
There's some people that don't know. Like, first of all, you're not supposed to take out cash from it. The moment you take out cash from
you get the interest.
You're hit with automatic interest. Some people don't know that.
So that $100 you took out now became like $117.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people don't know that.
I've never had a credit card. I don't know if maybe I had shit credit back then, but I never had a credit card that allowed me to pull money out. I always heard of that type of shit, but I was like, why the fuck don't I have my?
Yeah, you can do it, but they charge you interest.
I
think I did it one time, like when I was
interest automatically. So people don't know that.
So is that what you're saying when, like, let's say you pay with your credit card and they said you want cash back and you do that?
Yeah, you can get cash back.
But they're gonna.
But as soon as you do the cash back,
$20 and they charge you 17%.
And exactly interest.
So for instance, it's almost like when you go to like Ralph's, right?
No wonder the old world doesn't like credit.
It's like if you go to Ralph's, let's say. You want to get when it says you want cash back, so you take $20, but it says there's a 50-cent fee. It's almost like that, but instead of 50 cents, it's like $17 or $8, whatever.
Yeah, you're getting interest, whatever your interest rate is. You're getting automatic interest off.
Now I got hip to this game where one of my clients.
The other thing is what he said, maxing it out. A lot of people don't understand that when you max out your credit card, that hits your actual credit score.
Yeah,
and then that's damaging. You shouldn't be maxing out your credit card. I heard a very bad thing to do.
The only reason if you do max out your credit card is if you know that the next billing cycle you can pay that bitch off. Like that's the only way you should. If you're not living like that, you should not be maxing out your credit card.
I've never maxed out a card, and I mean,
not like max it out, but like use a certain because you know how some people like they use that credit limit. Once you go to that credit limit, like let's say you're just starting off your credit. And that's what I was taught. Build it up that way where you max it out at $300, right? You buy a $300 item, you pay it off the next month, boom, you're going to see the results in 2 months. Do it again. But that's being responsible about your credit. A lot of people will be like, I'm going to just pay the minimum. And that's where they fucking get you. Because those 18 months come by fast. And next thing you know,
and then the thing is that you're paying interest on all those 18 months.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. Real shit. But
like we were talking about like Dave Ramsey and shit. I know. Do you listen to Patrick Bet David? Like he was talking about. Did you see the one where I think we were talking about this actually when you were cutting my hair about like the car payments and how like the prices of cars have gone up
and then what they're doing in the middle class broke.
Well, yeah. So they were saying the median income has only gone up by like $5,000, but the prices of cars have gone up like it was something like I don't remember like 300% or something.
Right.
Like he was saying the average car payment, I think he said like 5 years ago was like $570 or something or something like that.
I think it was like $4 something.
And now it's like $7 or $8 something.
And if you have like regular credit.
And that's why you shouldn't go for a new car, man. When I worked in the car industry, that's what I learned. It's better to get a used car. Like get it like 3-4 years.
That's what I get with my bands. I got it at 19 and I got it at 20.
Just get it. So it's like years older.
You get it, and
you still get a decent car.
If you get a broker can find you he found me the demo car at the Benz lot. So that was even another discount that I got because it had been sitting there for so long already that they were like, we need to get rid of it. You know, and I was like, that's mine. Like,
but the way they trick you too, what he was saying is like, let's say your payment is so high, so what they do is they stretch it out, so your monthly payment goes down. So you're thinking, I'm paying $370, but you got an 84-month lease.
Like 7 years.
That interest rate is
it's all factored in there.
And then check this out: they know that in 3 years you're gonna want a new car, and you're gonna be.
And then you're stuck in this. Yeah.
And then you got to refinance again in order. Like, all right, let me trade this in. You know, try to refinance it, but then you still owe some of the money depending on the value of the car.
How long you been in a Tesla?
I got it. It was October. No, I remember the exact. It was like September 30th of 21.
And how does it feel now? 2 years with it.
Honestly, bro,
was it a good investment?
Yeah, but so before the stock went to shit, the only reason I even bought this car was because it appreciated or stayed the same. So I knew I wasn't going to take a loss on it. I mean, honestly, not that I really cared, but
you wanted to have some value if you sold it.
Correct, but I wanted an electric car, and bro, like, because remember I used to have the Benz. After having that and paying for gas, like having this thing, like
and then you don't gotta do oil change on that.
Yeah, but like after having this thing, bro, I'll never get a gas car again.
That's crazy.
Never.
So have you had any bad experiences where like you're like, damn?
But also, how far are you traveling? Right, everything's within the city, right?
So I'll answer both your questions.
Yeah, because they kind of
yours. I don't. So to answer your question, I don't go very far. Okay. I think the furthest I've taken it was to like Santa Barbara and maybe Newport. And you'll make it there and back, but like you're cutting it a little close because mine only goes like 300, whatever, 285. So it's not very far. Like I wouldn't take it to Vegas because like you're gonna have to stop in Barstow, charge. But the supercharger is great though, because especially like for instance, like the one in Calabasas, you can stop. It takes like 20 minutes. Like if you need to go like let's say 20 to 80, it'll take like 18, 20 minutes. So you just go to Starbucks, go to Ralph's, and then you're done. You know what I mean? But then to answer your question, the maintenance, like there's really no maintenance on it. You just got to do brakes, tires, God forbid your battery, and anything maybe like electrical. But the cool part is
what happens a lot, and I've heard of this, is they get into a lot of car crash. A lot of Tesla owners, I've heard about that.
Why? Because they think it's too smart?
No,
the autopilot. Tesla, it drives itself.
The autopilot, yeah. You know what's funny? In the beginning, I trusted it completely. Now that I've had it more, I don't use it as much. I don't know why. I get kind of freaked out. I don't know
You're
why.
Like AI's taking over. I don't trust this.
I gotta have some control.
No, you know what it is, bro? Like, because it's so funny. Like, I've for tournaments, I've actually like rented cars, and I just happen to get Teslas. And when it's like more open road, I feel more comfy. It's like here in LA because everyone's like such a fucking idiot, and the freeways are like I feel like everyone's so close, doesn't pay attention. I don't trust more the people around me.
Because you know what's crazy? I've actually thank you Tesla for fucking up one time. I met a client that got stranded across like literally like 2 blocks down.
Like they let their battery die
over, yeah.
Well, that's
that's why I was asking you. Is there any? Has there ever been a situation where you need to prepare ahead of time?
You've also seen the TikTok videos where people
so
buy the
actually,
generators.
Funny story. You asked me that. Yes. So actually, this was like
the Honda generators where you use gasoline to charge it.
That shit would be hilarious. You have it in the trunk.
No, there's people that do that. I've seen TikTok videos
I've seen
on
a
that,
girl
bro.
take out the Honda generator that has gas and then she cranks it and starts charging her Tesla.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're still paying for gas, honey.
Like,
not really. If you just that, how often does it happen to you?
But still, you have it in
honestly,
your trunk,
bro, it's like it's like if you let your phone die, bro. Like you see the percentage, you have to be pretty dumb to let it die.
You see, so then that's what I was gonna say. So you had to you just be negligent, like be like, I'll get there, and then you don't get there.
I mean, whoever lets their Tesla die, bro,
that shit was
like
funny,
they must be walking around with a helmet on.
I fuck with you, bro. But if you watching this, it's just crazy that you got stranded and I met you. Now we're best buds. You know what I'm saying?
So funny story. So I was playing a tournament. Maybe I think I got a haircut right before the tournament. So I was going to oh my God, St. George, Utah.
Oh shit.
So I flew. So I knew I had rented a car in Vegas and it was going to be a Tesla because like it was a cheaper rate, even though like my sponsor pays for it. Like I booked it. So whatever. So to Vegas to St. George was like, it was like an hour and 40. So I don't remember how many miles, but basically like think like here to Irvine.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, maybe like 67 miles, maybe. I don't know, something like that. So I picked up the Tesla at like 85%, and I knew to get there, I was going to be at like 20%. But just to be safe, like I charged it before I got to like the hotel. So like I made it there fine. And then on the way back, so I charged it that night, played the tournament in the morning. Then when I was going back to Vegas in the afternoon, I charged it again, even though I was at like 82, just to be safe. You know, because you got to factor in like the hills, if you have air conditioning, how fast you're going, that all eats battery. So just to be safe, I charge it. But no, that's like my only like scare, I guess. But same thing, I played it safe because I'm like, I don't want to chance it. Because also, if you've ever driven from like Utah to Vegas, like you're just on open land. It's like Jeepers Creepers, bro. Like it's like mountains and stuff, but there's nothing around.
There's nothing around for miles.
There's nothing around, bro. So you're gonna be walking
Hills
a long
have ice type shit.
We'll say it again.
Hills have ice type shit.
Kinda, but like think like nice mountains, but like a long road, kind of like Palm Springs. You know what I mean? But like not really desert
that way.
Yeah, it's a nice view, but like you're in the middle of nowhere.
At night is spooky. Yeah,
bro, I drove at night. That was a little spooky, but the cool part was I just put it on autopilot, and then I I think I just put on like DJ Vlad and just listen to videos. But
shit.
But yeah, it was spooky.
Straight ass road too?
Straight ass for like whatever it is, 100 miles or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah.
You see that type of road, I'll fall asleep because it's like a trance where you're just like never ending and like.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the autopilot, they make you touch it like every like 7 seconds. So, and if you're not awake, it automatically like turns off.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then it won't let you turn it back on till like you turn the car off and restart.
Pull over, turn it back on.
Yeah.
Get smart again, bitch.
But yeah, I don't remember what the original question was. But nah, bro, like I don't regret buying my Tesla at all.
The original question was if you ever gotten stranded.
No.
That was this whole thing.
But like when I do sell it, I'll probably get, I don't know if it'll be a Tesla, but I'll definitely get another electric car. I don't see myself.
Do you like the new ones that are coming out? Like the Polo Star?
So it's funny. Before I moved in with my girl, I was actually, one of the Tesla dudes called me and he's like, bro, like I have a special, like, he's like, I'll waive like $100 off the like the order fee, whatever it is, like the to order the car. So I ordered a Model Y. It got delivered, and I actually got a sick deal on it. And I was gonna trade in my 3 for the Y, but same thing, bro. I was like, I need to just act my wage, bro. I'm like, I don't need it right now. I haven't even had this car like a year and a half.
And then you were like, what's the space for? It's just me.
Oh no. So yeah, I was like, I'm literally just upgrading because I'm like bored. So I'm like, no, it's not. It's just not a right move.
Is he mad because you made all that and then he didn't even get the like?
Yeah, so I was just like, you know what? Nah,
I ain't calling this kid anymore. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't get his commission.
No, I mean, I still paid like the whatever. I still spent like whatever $200 on the fucking order fee. So I threw that away. But I was like, it's just not as smart. I was thinking long term. Like I don't need it. It's not a necessity.
It's not.
So,
but do you like the new ones, like the Polestar or the Rivian that are coming out?
I've seen the Rivian truck. What's the one? I think I like was it Lucid? It's pretty nice.
Okay. No, it's popular that Kia. The new Kia is the new little Kia. I think it's an electric car.
You know which one I do kind of fuck with, but I feel like it's like a midlife crisis car, is that Porsche.
Which Porsche?
They have like the all electric one. What is it? The Taycan? No, not
Yeah.
Taycan. Is it Taycan?
Yeah, Taycan.
I think so.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all electric.
Like
it looks like the Panamera kind of.
He likes that one.
I do like it.
That one.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like
Enzo likes that one. He was
I feel like it's like the midlife crisis car though.
What do you mean?
Like kind of like for like
Like
an
it feels
old
for an
guy
old
who's
person.
Like 50,
That wants to like go fast still.
No, like you know what I mean?
Shit,
Like a
I'm almost there.
50-year-old dude who's like, man, I got money. I'm kind of bored with my life. What do I want to do?
Maybe
starts playing golf. Like,
shit.
That's a family man car.
You golf?
I just started like, it was like May of 21 or last year I started. Bro, honestly, if I had more time, I'd play a lot.
How long is an 18-hole last? Like,
bro, it's like 4 or 5 hours. You gotta have time. Yeah. So a bunch of me and my coworkers last year, all of us tennis pros, we did like it's called like a golf scramble. So like basically you play like 4 teams of like 3. So basically you play off your best shot. So let's say you, me, and Mauricio are a team. So Mauricio hits his drive first. Let's say it's not so good. You drive, and it's like let's say it's good, and then I drive, and mine's shit. We basically use your ball, and then we do like the next one. So basically, as we keep getting closer to the hole, you just play off the best person shot. So we're a team playing against like. You know,
That's pretty dope.
It's fun, but like it sucks if you're not good. Yeah. So like I was one of the worst.
Because then your
ones.
team can just go all.
And I was one of the worst ones.
We're getting practice at Topgolf right now, bro.
So and I was one of the worst ones. So I always went first because I was basically like the guinea pig. So I was just so like every time we what do you call it?
Topgolf is just like a fucking
it's like
a
bowling.
fancy
batting cages.
No, it's like a fancy range that you go to. You know what I'm saying? No, I know what I'm saying. It's just they say you food. We go to a range and pay way less than that shit. Like,
yeah, no, but bro, honestly, like when I'm older or when I get enough money and I have more time, I'll definitely play more golf. But it's infuriating, bro. Like, cause I'm very competitive and like it sucks when you fuck up. I don't like that shit. I've thrown my clubs. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, because once the ball, you have to go get the ball where it's at, right? Like,
well, not only that, I just don't like. Because I don't like how, like, for like in tennis or basketball, like, you know you're going to keep getting shots up or, like, you know, get redos almost. But it's like in that, once you hit your one shot and fuck up, it's like, fuck.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why I like the range rather than going to play the 18-hole game and then 4 or 5 hours and you fuck up the whole time. Shit. I remember one time, I think we went to play Topgolf when we actually played the 18 holes on the, like, virtually.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, I was in the like, apartment buildings. I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck?
You couldn't get it out of there.
I was like going to the parking lot, kept going, and then the holes all the way the other way.
It's because the little I'm pretty sure you've been at Topgolf. It lets you play like different games. But when you play like we try to play like the pro way through the virtual screen.
It's so funny. I've only been to the Topgolf in Vegas. I haven't been to the one out here yet.
Oh, yeah. Should go. It's only like a year old so far.
Yeah.
But this competitive juice that you have, bro, how did that get you to pickleball? And like, what are you ranked right now, bro?
Right now, 10.
Okay.
But I just had a tournament this week, so it's probably go up like a point or two, like probably 9 or 8. But what got me into it? I mean, just playing tennis, bro, like since I was a kid, and then just had mutual friends who got into it. And then it just kind of fell in my lap, to be honest. I had zero intentions of ever playing. But just some friends got into it so that we could possibly make some money playing it. So I was like, yeah, why not? You know, and that's basically it. I'm sure I've told the story like on our pod, but
yeah, bro.
but
way back then.
Yeah.
Tell it again. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Safety Third.
Yeah. But yeah, and then it's led me to now, like where I've gotten sponsorship and get to play like full time and like travel and play like.
Did you play in high school and all that type of stuff?
Nah, bro. So the whole long story is a buddy, one of my dad's family friends, this guy Mike. He calls me up. This is winter of 2016 it was before Kobe had the Mamba Academy. It was a sports academy. So I was going to Columbia. This was like end of December. And he calls me up and he's like, bro, come check out this game called Pickle Ball. And I'd heard of it before. Like I'd seen it on YouTube. And same thing like everybody else thinks. I was like, oh, it's for old people. Like it's a little winky-dink game. Like it's kind of whack. So I tried it. Like I thought it was like cute. And then he asked me to come back again the next day. So I brought my dad with me and we played. And we played inside the basketball gym, like with tape lines, a little pull-out net.
Yeah.
And then I never played again. And then we played, he asked me to play a tournament with him. This was like January of like 2019. And we played, we weren't very good. And then I didn't pick up a paddle till, no, I'm fucking up the story. Sorry, let me backtrack. I played November of 2018 with some family friends.
This is pickleball, though.
Yeah, pickleball.
Okay.
So my friend Scott Crandall, who plays like senior tour, and then my friend Jessie Irvine, who's like a top 5 female pro. They asked me to come play. We were playing a lot of paddle tennis down in Venice. Like, I don't know if you guys seen like by Muscle Beach. Mm-hmm. And we were just playing for fun on the weekends. Mm-hmm. Like we would play tennis like Saturdays at a friend's house, and then we would like barbecue, and then after we would go down to Venice, play, and just make a day out of it. So then one of our mutual friends, Eric Lee, he knew a girl who was like playing pro pickleball at the time, but it wasn't big really. Like it was kind of like a little, I would say like a big cult following because it just wasn't a big sport.
Yeah.
Like people had heard of it, but like didn't know much about it. So he's like, bro, I have a friend, this girl, Christine, who's playing pro, like making a little bit of money. You guys should play that instead of playing paddle, like just for shits and giggles because we were just playing for fun.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, we'll play it. So we tried it out. Then 2019 came along. Me and Scott, we started playing like some local tournaments in like Simi Valley and stuff. And then like I remember I played a tournament in Santa Monica, and one of these dudes who was on this paddle company called Electrum at the time asked me, he's like, bro, like you're pretty good. Like, are you gonna like stick around and play? Like we're looking for players to sponsor. And I was like, yeah, like I'll be down. Like I'm still in school. And he sent me a paddle to try. I liked it. And he was like, all right, let's sign you. So he basically signed me and then played a few tournaments. And then
this one?
No, that's my Ace. That's my new sponsor, which we'll get to. But
okay.
Yeah, then fast forward, like I played a pro tournament in August of 2019 and I won that. And then basically 2020 was like the first, like I would say like year of like pro tournaments where like what's called the PPA came along. So they call it the Pro Pickleball Association. And then I played my very first tournament February of 2020. I ended up getting 4th place. And funny story or not, I think I've told this before on the pod, but I actually had COVID that tournament. And this was like right when the pandemic was coming out. But I didn't know I had COVID.
Oh, shit.
But like I was sick as shit. And I still have it on my like, what is it, like your highlights on your Instagram. And like my voice is like completely hoarse. Like I was sick as shit. And then like I had like mucus coming out of my nose and it was like orange, bro. It wasn't even like yellow. Like I didn't even know it because this was like before mask and stuff. And like came back and I was sick for a few days, but it just felt like a really bad cold. And then anyways, fast forward, pandemic hits. I graduate school. I was going to CSUN. And then played my first like well, actually my second pro tournament, and it was actually on ESPN. It was down in Newport, and I ended up losing in the finals, and then just kind of stuck with it through then, and then just kept playing pro tournaments through 2020, and then full year 2021, and then last year played some pro tournaments, and then my sponsor ended up dropping me in July of 2022, and then I got lucky and found my new sponsor, Ace, just by chance.
What happens when somebody, like, how does the sponsor work?
So, good question. It works in multiple ways. So, basically, most people have, like, agents. I don't. I kind of, like TK Kirkland, I do all my stuff by myself. Like,
you're your agent.
Basically, yeah. So,
smart.
The way the deals work, if that's kind of what you're more asking, is you can get people, depending on your skill level or ranking, will basically cover. First of all, they'll give you gear, paddles, clothes, backpack, whatever you need, etc. Then, depending on how good you are, some companies will give you like a budget where they'll cover your expenses, meaning like entry fees, hotel, airfare, food, lodging, etc. If you're not so good, you won't get those perks. You might just get free paddles. It depends the sponsorship you're with, how big their team is, meaning like how many people they have signed. So it's kind of big business. And really, if you can't, in my opinion, secure a good sponsorship, because the sport is so new, like you're not going to make money off the prize money. The prize money is, in my opinion, and kind of just factually, like you can Google it, is pretty shitty. But like the deal I have, which I'm not going to give details, but like, I shouldn't even say the deal I have, but some deals, you can actually get paid and you get like a monthly salary.
Oh.
You get, expenses covered. So you're basically free rolling. But, you have to be good and solidified. Like
you also have to be winning tournaments.
You know what? It's not even about winning tournaments per se. Like if you're relevant and having good results, that'll qualify you, for a sponsorship.
Which means placing,
having a good ranking. How marketable are you? Are you going to move paddles for the company? Because think about it. Like, let's say you're the owner. You have Enzo's paddles, right? You're not going to sign John Doe who, just wants a sponsorship. But if you have someone who's
like Gabe.
Yes. So here's the thing. I would say me, yes, but like, but see,
man.
No. But here's the thing. I feel like I'm a different example because I don't want to toot my own horn. Like, the sport of pickleball kind of has, like, I'm not trying to be mean, a lot of weirdos and kind of like not so marketable people. So I'm kind of in
right, because this is in the beginning, infant stage of like the popularity.
In a sense, you're a pioneer of that sport.
Correct. But there's a lot of kind of weirdos.
Interesting people.
Because it brings out people from all areas and
people the diehards that have been doing this.
It brings out people of all spectrum.
No, well, wouldn't it be people that were doing tennis and probably weren't good at that, so now they're trying this?
Yes and no, and then to Mauricio's point, there's just a lot of diehards, like, because people ask me, like, this sport is so accessible because it's easy to learn but hard to master. So you don't have to have a particular.
That's why a lot of people hopped on it then.
You don't have to have.
How can I learn and become ranked in the next year?
No.
So,
it don't work that I like that cold truth right there.
I mean, but
you said no, sir.
How does it work then? So
you can sign up.
Is that part of like the weirdos that they think that they could just jump into something in a year?
So here's the thing. Yes and no. I'm kind of talking shit, not a mask.
Shoot the shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. No, because there are a lot of nuances, right? You know what? So you have to learn. Unlike tennis, like if you pull up some pickleball highlights, there's something called like dinking. So a lot of soft game. There's knowing when to speed the ball up, meaning hit the ball hard, slow it down, when to use certain shots. So it's not like tennis. It's not just
a smaller court.
It's a smaller court. It's a lot of touch and finesse, if that makes sense.
Right.
And there's a lot of deception to evolve, mostly in doubles. So meaning like it looks like you're going to hit the ball soft, but you actually hit it hard. Or it looks like you're going to wind up and hit it hard, but you hit it soft. It's a lot of consistency, a lot of touch and finesse. And if I had to sum it up, like less is more.
It goes back to where you said, like, it's easy to learn, but hard to master.
Yeah, so like I'll give you an example. One of my good friends, his name's Frank Anthony Davis. And no, he's not the basketball player, but anyways, he's a top 20 pro, and dude has no tennis background, no racket sport background. He was like a college running back, but super athletic. He kind of has quirky / kind of like hacking skills, if that makes sense. Like you could tell he doesn't have the technique, but he makes up for it in other areas. He's fast. He's quick. He can move.
Cover ground.
He covers ground. He has the soft game
that's
down.
That's in your highlights, bro. And like it's sometimes you got to move quick depending on who you're competing against.
Yeah.
You know
See, like if you pulled up my highlights, I play more like a tennis player because I grew up playing
Right.
tennis, and I like the aesthetic looks,
bro, like-
and I go for a lot of pass shots. But guys like that don't necessarily have that background make it up in other areas. So to answer your question, like even if you took lessons with me, I'll make you good, but are you going to be a pro? Probably not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not saying it couldn't happen now, but it's one of those. It's one of these sports too, bro. It's kind of funny, man. It brings out people from all like woodworks and people really get hooked to it. You know, it's like seriously, like I guess it's an addiction.
We gotta go out and play one time, like
bro. You guys got open invite. I'll hook you up.
I've been even told by people at work about it, and I'm kind of like, what? I was like, how is this getting bigger?
It's the hot new fad, bro. Yeah. And it's funny. Like I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Like I feel like I'm pretty like normal and cool. Like you're not gonna find another pickleball pro like nowhere like me.
I'm sure. No,
everyone's a little awkward. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I go to these tournaments and
you can't even.
I just feel like the odd man out. I mean, obviously, like I have some friends, but you know what it is too, bro. It's one of these.
Is it age gaps?
Most of the pros are anywhere I would say from 16 to like early mid 30s. No one's really older than that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
so it's just people that are socially awkward, basically.
Socially awkward, and the thing is, bro, like because it's such a new sport, as you were saying, a lot of people are just kind of like they're trying to put on a big facade and look for a lot of clout, and they're really some people, in my opinion, are almost trying to like be bigger than the sport and trying to like force it upon themselves, and it's like that's just not the move in my opinion.
Right, because it's not there yet. Like,
I mean, bro, it's called pickleball, and like you're a pro pickleball player. It's like it's cool, but like you know, you also need to like buckle down and stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm not getting free bottle service or going to a club and being like, hey, you know who I am? Like, it's not. It doesn't happen like that, bro.
Do it.
It doesn't happen like that.
Saw my blue check mark.
Bro, I don't got a blue check mark. And speaking of that, dude, now you know what I think it's so whack.
Sponsorship offer to pay for it?
No, but I don't even want that. Now that you can pay for it, that devalued it so much. I think the wave now is to not have it.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, like I've seen so many people like
as soon as it came out, I saw so many people.
Bro, like I rarely check my Instagram.
I heard somebody that I knew get it, and then they dropped it. I was like, "What happened, bro?"
Bro, like I rarely check
How
my.
do you pay for it for a week, and then the next month you're like, "Ah, no."
Like I rarely check my Instagram stories, but now like I checked it one time, and I see all these people with blue checks, and I'm like, bro, like I know who you are. Like you're not special. Like
now, well, the point of like getting verified was to authentic, like you're gonna
authenticate who you are, so no one steals your content.
Bro, you don't know who I am? I'm Gabe Joseph. I'm top 10 player. No,
right? Like if you don't have no like, I feel like if you haven't brought.
See my highlight reel? Let me show it to you right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't brought value to society in any shape, whether it be in athletics, I mean, if you're cracking top 5, top 10, they should give you a blue check mark, maybe a sponsorship, like, but I feel like it should be Instagram giving it to you, not like, hey, I'm gonna pay for your, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's how it was back in the day. It's like you did something for society.
Yeah.
Back then,
there was even people that were like 100K and they had a blue check mark, but that's because they were still important to society in some sort of way.
Well, usually the way it works to get the blue check mark, you have a PR agency that they contact Instagram, and then Instagram asks them to submit an application, and then they ask like, okay, why is this guy deemed to be verified? And then the PR agency starts building your portfolio to show them like, look, this is who he is.
Yeah, so someone had told me like, I guess prior to the whole blue check pay for thing now, it was to get verified, you had to have like a certain amount of credible articles written about you and have like certain accolades. Like you had to be legit.
So that's why the PR agency would build up that portfolio, and like sometimes they would start writing bullshit articles about you. Just
no, I know, bro. I know people who have paid for that just to get verified.
That's the whole PR. Like that's what PR, like public relations, to get your name.
But then there was other females
too much time and energy.
There was other females that smashed the guys that would do the blue check marks, and that's how they got blue check marks.
I never met a girl that did that, but I guess if that was out there,
but
out there, sir.
But yeah, bro. And then I mean, that's kind of it. So, but I forgot the question was about the sponsorship. But
while we were talking about how that became pointless, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, the blue check mark got devalued and shit. But I mean, back to the sponsorship. Does it? Would you be able to do it without a sponsorship?
No.
Like traveling.
So I'll tell you right now, and I was actually, it's so funny. I was telling my girl this the other day. If I didn't have a sponsorship, bro, I would not be playing right now, because it's So to give you like the true, and this is what I'm saying, bro. People love to like glorify the sport, and here's the thing. I'm not trying to shit on it, but people try to make it more than what it is. So I'll tell you right now, like just to play one event, meaning like if Enzo wanted to play pro singles, how much do you think the entry fee costs alone?
Say like 500.
So it's $225. Okay. So let's just say, for instance, your tournament's in Vegas.
And that's unranked. You just want to try it out.
Well, even I got to pay $225 to play.
Right.
Yeah, everyone has to pay.
Even like an unranked person can be like, fuck it, I'm going to try this
tournament. Do you guys create the pot for the prize?
So
by putting that money in.
All right, bro. We're gonna get into
exactly what I want to know too. Good question. Yeah.
Here we go. Bro, I don't want you to keep asking the side questions because we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna spill the fucking tea right now because now you got me hyped up. Okay.
Yeah,
so
to give people some humble pie.
I'm like they're collecting from every player. I'm like there's a pot.
So there's an organization out there that hosts these tournaments. There's two, but there's one particular which I'm not gonna name. But basically what happens is at all these tournaments, right, you have certain divisions by skill, age, both, and then you have the pros. So meaning if you're a beginner, let's just say it goes like 3-0, 3-5, 4-0, 4-5, 5-0, anything above 5-0, you're considered a pro. Or like you play pro events.
5-0 meaning you're 5-0?
No. Like that's like your. No, that's like your.
5-0 as meaning police.
Basically meaning your skill level. So 3-0 would be like you're very beginner. 3-5 would be like beginner intermediate. 4-0 is like I would say intermediate. 4-5 is like very very intermediate, borderline advanced. 5-0 is like advanced / wanting to be pro. So what they do is all these tournaments, even for the amateurs, they're paying a couple $100. So let's say Enzo wants to play 3-0 men's doubles, right? So let's just say, I don't know what the exact number is, but let's just say even $100. That's just one event. Let's say you want to play mixed doubles. So you want to play with a female partner too. So mixed, meaning like doubles.
Another 200.
So that's another 100. Let's say 200. Wow. And then you want to play singles.
That's
pot 300.
Keeps getting bigger.
Pot keeps getting bigger. That's just 3-0. Now you have Mauricio wants to play 3-5. Then whatever. You have 4-0, 4-5, 5-0. Then you have, the females are paying too. You have singles, mixed. So on average, these players.
It's a big scheme.
The tournaments. Bro, it is.
It seems like a big
You talk about culture vulture, bro. You want to hear something? These tournaments, bro, on average, like you could pull up the numbers. I'm just going to make it up. But we probably had like 1,000 to 1,200 players at North Carolina at this tournament I just played at. So do the math. What's the math? What's 1,200? And let's just say everybody paid... Let's just say, I don't know, $400.
1,200 players?
1,200 players times 400. Let's just say. Maybe even 500.
Maybe $1 million.
No, that's $500,000, 4,800,000.
Okay, so 480,000, bro. Okay, I want you to type in PPA payouts. Or can you even pull it up on the screen?
Probably not, but...
Okay, just type in PPA payouts.
I mean, I actually probably can.
Yeah, you can AirPlay.
Okay. So, right, do the math. That's $480,000 in money, right? So let's just say the tournament has to pay the venue. All right, let's just say even high number. Let's say it's $100,000, right? You got to pay for stuff, whatever. Let's add another $100,000. So where's the other $280,000? Right? Okay. So what happens is
to pay the salary of the person that hosted it.
Yeah. So what one organization in particular does?
It's a lot of work.
Right there on the screen.
Wait, no. So wait, go back. Okay, so go where it says PPA Tour Payouts. Yeah, click on that. Okay, scroll down. Okay, click on, you see where it says Majors? Go to, on the right where it says PPA. Uh-huh. Okay, and then scroll down. Click on the X on the right. All right, scroll down. Okay, then let's go up a little bit. Up. Okay, so scroll. Okay, so scroll. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna break.
Looking at?
So I'm gonna break it down for you. So you see where it says MD.
What am I looking at, man?
So you see what's
numbers.
So this is all the payouts for the tournaments.
You're rich right here, man.
No. So you see where it says MD. So that's men's doubles. Next to it is women's doubles, mixed doubles, men's singles, women's singles.
MS like
so depending when you're finishing, that's your prize.
Scroll down all the way to the bottom. Okay, so you see where it says first place, bro. You making $2,900. Now here's the catch. You want to hear this part? This is some bullshit.
You make more when you do a split double?
No. You see where it says non-PPA gold card players will receive half of the listed amounts.
So if you're not part of their organization,
correct,
you're gonna make
less. They pick and choose who they want to give the gold cards out to.
Are you a gold card member?
No. So
they just using you to get clout.
We're all puppets, bro, and people don't get this. So like
they just be like, here, get the paddle. Here's another paddle. Yeah. Here's another backpack. And they're like, yeah, fuck it. Wow.
No. So this isn't my sponsor. This is the league we all play in. Yeah. So really, like people,
it's like the NBA right here,
bro. So we're all
NFL right here.
Well, not even me because I'm not a gold card holder, but everyone's just a little puppet in this game. So
that's why you're your own agent.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like people have agents and teams and like sports
those
therapists.
People make less.
And I'm like, bro, I don't got the money for all that. Like, you know,
so what is it when we hear like that? For example, that LeBron James invested in a pickleball team or something.
So that's its own separate entity. That's the thing called MLP. So Major League Pickleball. So that's like it's a team atmosphere where basically they divided it into 2 leagues. It's called Premier and Challenger, kind of like soccer. So basically, Premier team is I think it's 24 players, 24 men, 24 women.
We gotta go play, Manny.
And you get drafted amongst the teams. I think it's what is it, like 12 teams or something? I don't know what it is. And then there's a Challenger League, which is like a step below it. And then it's the same thing, 24 men, 24 girls.
But do you play in that one as well?
I didn't get drafted because I mostly only play singles because that's what I happen to be better at. And for whatever reason,
So you haven't found a partner that you have chemistry with, or?
No, you know what it is, bro? Doubles and singles are just two completely different games. Oh, okay. It's almost like the easiest way I could compare it to, like, for like the general public would be like
switch
half court basketball and full court basketball. So like who's going to excel at full court? The guys that are fast, athletic, can move. Who's going to excel at half court basketball? The guys that are old, more savvy, kind of, you know, more like finesse and are smart with
Which one is full court? Full court would be
Full court would be like singles where you have to cover the whole court. You got to move. It's a lot of running, a lot of covering the court. And my philosophy is all the guys that play singles can play doubles, but not all the guys that play doubles can play singles. And just because, let's just say, like, for me, I may not be as good as doubles, but it doesn't mean I'm a bad player. And they have singles in MLP.
But I also think of the chemistry. Like, you need to find a partner that can also have
MLP,
chemistry with you.
At MLP, they like trade players and draft players, so you're not always going to be with that teammate, if that makes sense. And they have certain events. So they have, I think it's like 6 events for the year. So let's say for the first like 2 events, you and I could be on the same team, and I could be playing with Enzo, and then Enzo gets traded for someone else. Kind of like
has there been a pickleball tournament in Colombia?
No, it hasn't really been international yet. I think they did a tournament in like Spain and England, but you know, I wasn't going to those. The sport isn't quite there yet, in my opinion.
Holding this is very traumatizing.
Is it intimidating?
Traumatizing because I had a paddle thrown at me when I was in 8th grade, and it gave me a gnarly scar on my forehead. So seeing this is like, that's why I did this earlier when I was like.
You just tell her, you're like, you know how I got these scars?
Right. Somebody threw it. Like, bro, I was playing basketball.
I was playing pickleball and I got intense.
Not even. So I'm like, literally, I'm playing basketball, bro. Yeah. And I'm going for a rebound. It was a long rebound. The ball went out of bounds. And we're in PE in 8th grade. So I'm in my PE outfit. My dumbass did not switch my shoes that day. And I had my brand new Adidas Superstars that my mom had got me. And somebody decided that they had a paddle with them. And they decided, let me throw this. And he threw it. And I'm reaching down to get a rebound.
Oh, fuck.
And it's going out of bounds. And I'm reaching and that shit he threw it trying to throw it at somebody.
Threw it like a frisbee?
Bro, he threw it like a frisbee.
Oh.
And that shit just sliced me.
Brutal.
And damn. They called that kid Pussy Lips. That shit was crazy. I never saw that kid after that day. He got kicked out of school. But, man. That's why this is traumatizing the whole, bro, because it looks similar to it.
But yeah, bro, back to your question was, yeah, bro, if I didn't have a sponsor, I wouldn't be playing, bro, because the risk isn't worth the reward. And
have you faced any injuries?
Nah, bro, knock on wood. I've never, even in my whole life, have really ever gotten too injured. I've broken a finger, and one time, like a funny story, bro, my dumbass, I was playing tennis, someone hit like a slice at me, and I didn't like read the ball correctly, and like we call this like on the paddle, like like the butt cap, this thing right here. I hit it right on my kneecap, and I gave myself a knee contusion. I hit it because I hit it super hard in like a bad spot. So I had to go to the doctor, and my knee was like locked for a little bit. But now that's like the only injury I've ever had.
Ouch.
But I'd be heavy on the ice bats now, low key. I never did those before.
Really?
Yeah, just been doing them like kind of just to like wake up.
How does that help you? I mean, everybody in IG always talks about that and how it helps.
Where do you do it in your tub at home?
Yeah, I just do it in the tub at home. I buy ice at whatever.
I just got a tub, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I've just been dumping it, getting it super cold. But honestly, too, like in summer, because summer's coming up, I only do cold showers because I like to like really get like awake and stuff. I just feel like it kind of like
they make me feel like a bitch right now.
I only like hot
ass showers, bro.
Like now,
but that's like the comfort, bro.
Bro, even when it starts getting warm, I
listen to a lot of David Goggins.
I can't do hot showers, especially at night. When I go to sleep, bro, I literally either sleep like underwear or butt naked. Like I get hot at night.
No, I do the same thing, but I just like I feel like for my muscles, the hot it just feels.
It feels good. Like trust me, I like that alleviation.
I want to experience that what you feel in a bath, like how your but I'm just scared of like when I watch this is dude on Instagram that just like he just day something of sitting in his like and he measures the fucking weather, all that shit, temperature of the bucket, everything, and then he dives in and when I get vicious, bro.
When I get a house, I want to get a cold plunge. That's like my one thing. But if you watch an interview, do you see that interview with Drake and his kid they did in his house? And he said like when he feels most accomplished, he said when he does like a 5-minute cold plunge. He said something like that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's
bro,
it's a mental thing, bro.
I know people that do it early in the morning, like 6 in the morning, getting in there.
Bro,
that's
the funniest thing, bro. I told my girl this morning, I'm like, dude, I think for summer, because like, you know, I teach tennis every day and pickleball. So I was like, I usually start at like 7 or 8. And I told her, I was like, dude, every morning in summer, I want to do like an ice bath before work to like really wake up. Because that'll get you going, bro.
Who is this guy I'm talking to right now? This guy is
it was just a thought,
I cut your hair. This is never displayed in a barbershop. I'm like, I mean, we're in the shop now, but damn.
I always keep it
That's
cool and calm
crazy,
and collected,
bro. You're a savage, bro. Fuck.
I mean, bro, I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Every day in summer, like,
I was thinking about, bro, because I'm out there all day.
I can just imagine you in there, like in the morning, it's like 6 in the morning, like, all right, I gotta get out, get ready to work. Like, and then that day, I'm like, so how was that plunge shower today?
But bro, if it gets cold though, like you gotta put socks and like go in with underwear because you'll freeze your nuts off. No pun intended.
Hold up, you go in there with socks on.
Depends how cold, like how much ice I put in. Sometimes, bro, you got to like your feet will just.
Yeah, you want to avoid the frostbite at the same time.
But won't the like shit get frozen? Like the
bro,
cloth?
it keeps you warm. Like, yeah, if it's too cold in there, like, bro, like you won't be able to like tolerate. I've done that before. Like, I've had it so cold in there, like I've had to literally like jump my feet out because it's too cold.
What?
Yeah.
But I heard that it helps your blood circulation.
I heard about that too.
And it helps like your like immune system. I heard too.
Yeah.
It like wakes it up again and shit.
But I just want to end on this part. It's just like, bro, it's so fun. I'm lucky and blessed. Like, shout out to my sponsor Ace, my man Will.
He found you or you found him?
So, bro, funny story. So, my prior sponsor had they basically sent me a Dear John email. They're just like, yeah, sorry, like we got bought out and we're looking at our budget and expenses and we're giving you too much, so we're gonna let you go. But if you want, and this is like the funniest part, they're like, we'll still send you free paddles and you can get a discount code for like if you want to send clients. I didn't respond.
They still wanted you marketing their stuff.
I'm like. Are you fucking dumb? Like,
marketing for free.
I didn't respond, but like, so anyways, bro, like, so it's so funny. I was at kind of a crossroads because once I was like,
you might not play ever again.
I was like, not ever again, but I was like, I'm not gonna play for a while because back to my point is, bro, like an average tournament, you know, you're talking for me, like I just play singles. You're talking $225 entry fee. Let's just say your tournament's like in Vegas. Let's just say, let's be fair. You might have to help me with the math here, Mauricio. Let's say $225 entry fee. Let's say your flight to Vegas is $150, right? So you're at what?
They're not at that right now. They're not that right now.
So let's say $200.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say 200. So yeah, what?
Right now, a flight to Memphis is costing $400 right now.
Yeah, I just flew to Charlotte. That was like almost $900.
Exactly. Yeah. Right now,
I'm going to New York in a week.
Right now,
a month, and I got it. Luckily, I got it for $400, and I thought that was not bad.
Surged. Right now, the surge is it was 3,000%. The surge right now on flights. Flights right now for summer
So do the math though. All right, so talking $225. Let's say $200 flight. And then let's just say your hotel, right? You got to stay somewhere.
Yeah.
So let's just say, I don't know, you stay in.
Stay in the car. Fuck it.
I don't know. Give me a number.
Right,
what's
kids,
like an average hotel? Another $200, $150?
Yeah, around there.
I mean, for fucking motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, I guess. But
that motel is like the 200.
Right?
Like,
okay.
Hotel, you're not doing for.
Factor in, you got to eat. So food. Let's just be cheap. Let's say $100, right? So what's that at?
$725.
Okay, pull up the payouts again. So $725, and that's on the low end, right?
So 900, that's not enough.
So, bro, and here's the thing: if you're gonna pull out the payouts, if you don't even get past the round of 16, you make zero.
Yeah, I said right there.
So you're in the hole.
Yeah, I said right there like 200 or 300.
Oh yeah, no, you get half if you're not a PPA.
If you're not a PPA gold card holder, even if you are, bro, do the math. Like, let's say you get to quarterfinals. Let's be generous. Okay, so
go up.
Let's see, quarterfinalist with a gold card, you get $407. So you're still out what? 300 and what is that? $18.
Yeah, but so, I mean, if you
how could you do this, bro, for a living out of your pocket?
Yeah,
there's no way.
204 for a men's single. Damn.
Unless you want to blow money. And bro, but the funny part is, dude, I know dudes who like are betting. I mean, not like in a degenerate way, but like they think this sport is gonna take off and they're gonna do something with it. Like I know dudes who have quit their full-time job to do this.
Shit.
And I'm just like, bro, you should have kept your job, homie, because look I could be wrong. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just thinking realistic.
I mean,
because here's the thing.
It's true, bro. Look, I work in a different industry, and it's like it's almost the same thing. If you can find something that's stable and it's getting you through, and it's kind of in the same realm, do it.
Yeah,
because other stuff is gonna come up on the side, and that's good. But there's gonna be times where that's gonna like
see my
die down.
So, bro, I'm telling you right now, like, cause like people give me a hard time, like even like not like Julio, but people like, dude, bro, you could easily be like, I mean, I finished as like high as 3 and number 5. They're like, bro, if you practice and put in, the hard yards like all the other pros are doing, like you could be number 1 or 2. And I'm like, bro, that's great and sweet and all that, but like, it's not realistic. Like I can't just quit my job, making a good living to do something.
The sport's not there for it to happen.
It's not there yet.
Yeah.
Like if it's there,
if it gets bigger, it can. It can.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so are there other tournaments that might garner better payouts than this, or it's just
no? Because it's all tied into the PPA.
So this right now, this organization happens to be the biggest one at the moment. See, because what they did was, so last year I won a couple tournaments called APPs. So it was the competitive of this league. And a bunch of the PPA guys were still playing this league. So what they did is this year, they're trying to monopolize it.
I was about to say
what PPA did this year, they took like the top 20, 30 men and women, and they made them sign contracts to only play in their league. So they can't play any other tournament. So what happened is all the good players that were playing both are just playing this one. Now the other league is kind of bleeding out. And they were actually paying better. Like I used to play more of the APPs, but because they're bleeding out, they lost money and eyeballs aren't there. My sponsor's like, bro, I don't really want you playing them even if you win them because there's no eyeballs. You're getting half the viewers.
Wow.
As little as the sport already is, you're already getting half viewers. It's not worth it.
They're forcing everybody to go with them.
It's Cowboy City right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, like,
who's Vince McMahon over there?
I don't want to.
Who's Dana White, bro? What the fuck?
I'm not gonna, bro. Honestly, I'm not gonna name names because for whatever reason, I have.
Just tell me the name and I'll say it.
He's not trying to get blackballed.
No, bro. You know the funny story, bro? I'm all about.
Already is.
Nah, bro. Yeah. For I'm telling you, bro. I'm not. People have told me this. I'm not even trying to make it a race thing or anything.
You're the Sienna of
bro, for whatever reason,
Sienna was against the Grand Prix and all them shit. Formula One.
I'm not even trying to like say I've been blackballed, but I low key have. And back to my original point, if you look at the sport, and I'm not gonna like gender, like whatever, classify it, but like I said, I'm kind of like the hip Hollywood swaggy dude, and I don't think that fits their appeal.
They want preppy people.
I'm not even gonna say prep. They want squares.
Oh shit!
In my opinion, and the preppy or the kind of like characters they do have, in my opinion, are just putting on facades and
just to get that check or whatever of a check that they can get,
sort of, and
or clout,
and they promote their stuff the way they want to do it. Like it's just grimy shit, bro. Like if you look up my name on the PPA rankings, like they don't even have my photo on there, but they got everyone else's player profile. Sometimes they don't even put me on center court for whatever reason.
Is it because you're Hispanic?
I don't know.
Are the other people white?
Majority.
Oh.
Oh.
But
Like, bro, I'm not trying to cry for help.
But aren't you mixed though?
Yeah, I'm halfway, half Colombian.
Exactly.
So they don't know that,
and I'm half Jewish, bro.
They don't know that.
Half Jewish, half Catholic. You know what I found out the other day? You know what they call a half Jew and a half Catholic?
What?
A cashew.
A cashew.
Oh.
But bro, here's the thing. I'm not trying to make it like a political thing, but I'm just calling a spade, and like I'm about like morals and ethics, and I just feel like it should be kind of a even playing field all around. And it's a lot of fucking politics, bro. And it's just, you know what it is, bro? It's really,
and you ain't a dick rider, bro. So
it's just irritating. No, and you know what, bro? The reason I think I don't get a gold card or whatever is because I think they know like I'm not gonna like.
You're not a dick rider, bro.
I'm not. Yeah, not only that, but I'm not gonna like, you know,
compromise yourself, your values, your ethics.
Yeah, like I'm just not gonna play like a fucking character. You know, like
right.
It is what it is.
You are who you are, authentically.
Yeah, and look at like here's the thing: if I got, because there are perks to having a gold card, and I was offered a silver card, and I was gonna sign it, but they rescinded them to everyone for whatever reason. Like right now, even if I got a gold card, I would take it because it makes the most business sense because you get a lot of perks to it. But I'm saying, if you look at all my resume, like the fact I haven't even been offered one, to me is a little disrespectful.
Facts.
So that's the annoying part. I think it's all politics, and I know there's shit behind the scenes that goes on that they'll never obviously say because, like I said, it's just Cowboy City. But it is what it is. And like I said, bro, my whole point is people trying to like make it seem like this sport is like crazy and people making like hella money. The top like 2-3 pros are making big bank, but the rest of us, like the top 10 guys, I mean, from the actual sport alone, we're not making good money, which is why I still work full time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So how many tournaments? Sorry. How many tournaments do you think you play like within like in a year? Like
this year, I'll probably end up playing, I don't know, like I've already played, I think 6 or 7.
Wow. Oh, shoot.
So it comes out to about 1 or 2 a month. So by the end of this year, I'll probably have played, I don't know. This is going to be like my first actual like full-time year. So I don't know, I would say probably like 29 or 30 probably by the end of the year. But because, and this is back to my point, shout out to my man Will. He, it's funny because you asked me earlier how he found me. So when I got dropped by the prior company, his name's Will Jameson. He was actually, do you guys remember the app called Yik Yak? Back in the day, it was like an anonymous group chat app for like college kids. So my man was actually the CEO of it. He founded it.
Oh, shit.
So long story short, I had no sponsor, and this is like this past September of 22. And he was like liking a bunch of my old posts. You know, kind of like, you know when a girl likes your stuff, you're like, oh, like someone's like
your attention.
Yeah. So then, and then he DM'd me. He was like, bro, and meanwhile, it's from the Ace Pickle Ball Instagram. It's not his personal. And he was like, yo, dude, like I rock with your game. Like, would love to send you a paddle to try. So I was like, yeah, bro, like send it over to try. And literally in the midst of him sending it over, we actually had some mutual friends. And my man Lane actually kind of worked out a deal with him. And literally while the paddle was in transit, like being shipped over to me, we actually worked out a deal. Like we went back and forth on some numbers, and, you know, God bless him, dude, because I got, in my opinion, like a sweet deal, and it worked out for both parties. But not only that, like we actually, we linked up at a tournament in Arizona in December, and we chopped it up. And like I genuinely sit here and say like Will's one of my like actual friends too, and we talk like, you know, once, twice a week. And I love and respect him for that, because without him, bro, like, you know, I don't play.
Your career wouldn't be where it is.
Not only it wouldn't be where it's at, like I might not even been playing, you know, because, you know, even if you were me, bro, think about it. If you're making a good living teaching and just working, you know, what's going to make you...
And you're not killing yourself.
And I'm not killing myself. What's going to give you an incentive to go play this tournament and make a couple pesos?
Yeah.
Not much, bro.
Not much.
You know, you're just playing the long game.
And how does it work when somebody sends you a paddle? Is each sponsor's paddle different than the last?
Well, there's different companies. So it'd be like Nike sends you shoes or Adidas sends you shoes. You know what I mean? So every company has their own kind of like shtick.
This is what we do better, and this is what they do.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's not the one I use for tournament specifically. That's the Spade. That's one of the first models we had. The one I use called the Diamond. So it's a little thinner, grips a little longer, has a little bit more pop. But every paddle company is different. So basically, you're allowed. I think it's like
good. This grip.
Yeah. So basically, I'll have to get you one for the shop to hang up or something.
Sick. Heck yeah.
But basically, like you're allowed like 17 inches for a paddle. So you could basically do like, if you were experimenting, you could do like a 2-inch handle and like a 15-inch face, or like let's say you wanted to do like a longer handle but a smaller face. So every company kind of finds their own little niche of what to do, and then they make different models and stuff. And you know, it's this
is like I'm gonna spank some ass with this shit.
That's a different type of paddle, sir.
Hey, yeah. But
paddles come all shapes and sizes.
But yeah, man, I'm actually excited because this is my first year of actually going to be playing full time, and I'm a fucking grinder, man. Like, you know, I was just playing this tournament in North Carolina. I went Tuesday to Thursday, and after I lost, you know, back Friday 8 a.m., I'm back on the court teaching. Like, I don't really take days off like that.
So your normal job is to teach it?
Yeah, so I teach tennis and pickleball at a club in Calabasas.
That was going to be my next question. I'm like, how do you get to all these tournaments and this job doesn't fire you when you got to go do a tournament?
Yeah, no, so luckily for me, like I'm an independent contractor, and then being at the club I'm at, like people have like my boss, everybody like kind of respects what I do. So the lucky part is too, I can kind of take time off whenever. But even if I wasn't, they would give me the time off because, you know, it's I don't want to toot my own horn. It's kind of like an honor to kind of have me because, like, you know, you're getting free clout off of me too. Like, you know what I mean? If you came to the club and you're like, oh, I can get a lesson with the number 10 dude ranked in the world, shit, I want to go there as opposed to just go to John Doe, who's just, you know, a schmuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it helps them out, obviously, too. Gets them a lot of traffic. I mean, literally, my boss told me, like, I think revenue and stuff went up like 300% since I was like there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
for people signing up to the classes,
not even a class, like taking lessons, like just even coming to open play, like stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm not saying I'm the direct effect of that, but I'm sure it helps having me around.
No, for sure, bro, for sure.
But
good energy. You're passionate about
I mean, bro,
what you
it could be to you. Like, there's a reason I come to you for a haircut as opposed to just the dude down the street.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
You're passionate about what you do, bro. You love what you do. It shows, you know what I'm saying? As far as long as I know you, you've been about tennis and pickleball. So it's dope to see.
Yeah,
growth,
so
proud of you, man. Real talk.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
From the places you've traveled, where's been your favorite places to like that you've traveled so far?
To play at?
That's a good question. So everything's in the States. Bro, actually, you know, so here's the thing. As much as I shitted on the sport just now, low-key, or whatever, kept it real to a sense, the nice part is, to your question, is I do get to travel a lot and go to these places, which is really cool because I don't think I would be at half of these places if I didn't have the sponsorship and travel to these tournaments. But I really like Florida a lot. Like, honestly, I could see myself living there.
Like what part specifically? Like Miami?
So, bro, I've been to a lot. I've been to Orlando. I've been to Tampa. I've been to Naples. I've been to Fort Myers. I've been to St. Augustine. It's so funny. The one place I've been to just to the airport is Miami, but I really want to like go there just to like hang out. But I haven't been there for like a tournament yet. But
have you been to New York yet?
No, that's the one place. So there was a tournament in New York last year, but I didn't end up going just because it was just like it was during Memorial Day weekend. I was just gonna have to haul ass to get there.
Yeah.
But I think Florida would be my answer. The specific part, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of just like Florida in general. But
was it like the food or just like the environment?
I just like the weather. I like the environment. Like,
do you like that everybody speaks Spanish?
That too. Like, I don't know. I just like the environment. But Arizona's cool too.
It's not the women down there. It's not the poppies.
I got a girl, so you're gonna get me in trouble.
He's got a girl, bro. He's got a girl.
It's not the que lo que.
What was the dude in next Friday? He's
It's
like,
not
man,
the
I got a girlfriend, a wife on the side.
Exactly.
Remember Pinky? Remember, bro? He's like, take the same, bro. Take the same. I got a girlfriend. I got a wife on the side.
Hey, Byron knows all the lines. Go ahead, Byron.
He's all like, come on, man, like, don't shoot, man. He's all like, I gotta.
Take whatever you want, man.
He says combination to the safest, and he says whatever the combination is, and he's all like, he's like, I got kids, I got a girlfriend, I got a motherfucking wife on the side.
Dude, that's so funny. He's like, say what? He's like, shut up. But yeah, no, bro. To answer your question, I think Florida for sure. Yeah, I think Florida would be the answer. But I've spent a lot of time in Arizona, Texas, Vegas. I like Arizona too, but it depends on like the time when you go. Cause I've been there, like I was just there in December and it's fucking
storms
cold.
And shit, or?
No, it's just cold, bro. And it's like a brisk cold. Like it was like 38 out there. It's fucking miserable.
Yeah, that's the thing about us. I mean, I feel like for us that we grew up in Southern California, especially in the valley.
You get spoiled.
Oh, with the
this
weather
weather's too good.
The weather is like it's warm pretty much 90% of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember, like, I think middle and high school, we'd get to October, November, and it was still like 90 degrees sometimes.
Yeah, we had a brutal winter here this year, though.
This year was crazy.
Terrible.
You know what I mean?
Especially, bro, it was bad for my business. Like, I probably went, if you added up all the rainy days, like, I probably went a month without working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were always like, yo, I might be able to come into.
Yeah, if it rains, yeah.
Shit. Yo, let me know. I was like, oh shit, damn.
But bro, you know where? But I will say where I've played my best though at tournaments has been here in Cali. Like I've won, I think 2 or 3 tournaments out here. So I think it's a home thing.
There was a tournament recently that is nothing. I'm pretty sure there wasn't even a prize to it, but it was ESPN LA Radio was putting on an event, and it was like a pickleball tournament, and it was doubles and whatnot.
Oh, was it Newport?
Yeah, no, I think it was Newport.
It was Newport. Yeah, that was like it was like 2 weeks ago.
Something like that.
I was supposed to play that. My partner bailed, but go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I was seeing that a lot of like, because they had gotten people just from the station to play, but they were saying that a lot of people that were like played the sport a lot were actually coming in and to participate in that.
Yeah,
thing. I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, everyone comes from everywhere. And, I mean, you got a lot of celebs and stuff playing out. But the thing is, bro, and I mean, this is a whole nother conversation. I just think the sport itself, why it hasn't taken off, like, to big level is just, I don't think it's very viewer-friendly, and it's a little confusing. Which is why I remember Julio and I had these debates on the podcast. I think they need to make the singles aspect the
main thing.
The main thing, because the scoring's easier. It looks more athletic, and, like, it looks like kind of a...
What was Julio saying?
He's more of a doubles guy, so he's
an older guy, though. That's why. He can't keep up with the singles.
No, you know what the problem is with the sport? Because it's an older community sport, everyone plays doubles. So singles is like, oh, that's too hard. I want to play that. Right. So everyone, because
so you
everyone...
beat Julio all the time, or what?
Well, we're like just 2 different categories.
He can't keep up with my boy. All right.
He's a senior pro. I'm a pro. I'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna reach out to him.
Hey, bro, he's family. He's not gonna.
Yeah, he's Uncle Julio though, but I mean, he'll tell you, bro, straight up. Like on a singles court, he has. That's the thing. That's actually a good point. On a singles court, he has no chance. He'll tell you that wholeheartedly. But on a doubles court, if he and another partner and I get somebody of similar level, we can all hang. And that's the thing about this game is that, you know, I could play with a 60-year-old and he could hang with me. You know what I mean? It's an even playing field.
It's a instead of tennis,
it's a smaller court. You just kind of
on tennis. If he was 60 and he's fucked because he still has to cover that ground.
Exactly.
And it's like, if you can't cover that ground, you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah. So it makes it
tennis is fucking rough.
Doubles makes it a more even playing field, in my opinion. But
do you ever do tennis tournaments?
Never pro or anything. I mean, when I was like a decent junior, and then when I hit about 13, I kind of got burnt out, and then I kind of got back into it, like going into high school. But I was never going to be pro or anything. Tennis is one of those, bro. It's like you know, like even as a coach, like you just know if someone kind of has it or if not, you know. And it's just like for me physically too. It's like I'm a skinny, small guy. Like there's just no way. I would have to be like a grinder, and even then, it's like, it's just too hard, bro. The odds are just against you. You need to have, like, my serve's not huge. Bigger guys are going to have bigger serves, like, and you're going to be constantly on defense, and it's not realistic.
But I'm sure there's, like, little, like, other, like, leagues, like, that are underneath, you could say.
Yeah, like, there's, like, challenges stuff, but the same thing, bro, like, you don't make money off of that. Which is why you'll see maybe, people have been saying this, guys that play, like, what we call challengers in tennis, so kind of like, I guess, like, D-League or, like, minor league or AAA, whatever, are going to start trying to play pickle because they think they'll make some money, which they might, but same thing, when they come to this game, it's a different skill set. Some of it translate, obviously, from tennis, but not all of it. So, like, actually, this past tournament in North Carolina, there was a top 10 pro tennis player. He's still playing currently. And for shits and giggles, he kind of played the pickleball tournament. And he got to the quarterfinals in singles. He ended up winning the mixed doubles. But, like, there's still a lot of nuances that even he has to learn. And you're talking about a top 10 guy. I mean, guy won a gold medal at the Olympics. He's won major slams. Like top tier athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a different game.
It's a different game.
Different, everything.
It's just completely different. So... But yeah, no, to answer your question, like there wouldn't be a point of playing those minor. You're playing for what I call just the journey. Like if you want to travel and see the world and play these tournaments and have that grind, then sure. But like for me, bro, like I'm 26. Like, you know, in a few years I want to get married and have kids. Like it's not realistic. Yeah. Like even now, bro, that's why I don't live like a lot of these pickleball guys like live the road life. I'm talking about like driving vans and stuff. Bro, I'm 20. If I was 21 or something, single and had no life, maybe. But I'm past that phase. You know what I mean?
I feel it, bro.
He's a man with a plan.
Yeah, bro, I'm living in a fucking $3,000 one bedroom, bro. Like, I can't be doing that shit.
Right. Shit. Woodland Hills is not cheap.
You think I can be out of pocket $325, bro, paying rent?
Hell no.
For real.
I'm better off throwing that at the table at Hollywood Park Casino on Black or Red or something.
Shit, I feel that. That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
But don't get me wrong, bro. Like I said, hopefully the sport takes off. I can quit my job and play full time and get a deal with Nike or a bank or something. But until then, I got to be, kind of half in and half out. And that's where I love my sponsor from Ace, my man Will, because he kind of understands that and is still supportive of letting me do what I do. Because I still perform results. It's not like I'm just, like shit in the bed. But, you got to be realistic with yourself at the end of the day. And, you got to have your priorities straight.
Got it. So this paddle company that you're with, it's called Ace?
Yeah, they're called Ace Pickle Ball. And his whole thing is, so he likes to gamble too. So he's going to come out with paddles. So like the one I use is called the Diamond. So he's doing it off like the cards, So the next one he's going to have after that's the Club. And then I forgot the one he's going to have after that. I don't think it's going to be the Jack. But yeah, so that's the Spade. I use the Diamond. Club coming out. And yeah, man, Ace is the wave. Never fold. That's the motto.
Do you know what this is made out of?
Carbon fiber with a honeycomb surface. Excuse me.
Honeycomb surface.
Yeah, so if you look at like the actual surface of the powder, see like the little circle. Yeah.
That's sick. I like the design, like you said. Like
and it's got like it's called like, I don't know, T700 carbon fiber. If you look on the website, it'll tell you the exact like specifications.
Some stuff of aircrafts are made that way, honeycomb, carbon fiber.
Yeah. Is the ball like a tennis ball? Or
no, it's a wiffle ball. But it's like a specific kind of wiffle ball.
Was it like the new NBA ball that they came out with?
So does it whistle when it's like
when it shoots by you, it goes like, you actually hear it. Yeah.
So you got hit by it before?
Oh yeah, many times. It's not in the face or anything, but like legs. Not really. I mean, it stings.
It's smaller than
really
than a tennis ball though.
No, the circumference is definitely bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like literally a wiffle ball, but the holes, they have more holes and they're a little smaller. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, like a wiffle ball you use for like even baseball training.
Right. Yeah,
but it's not as like circular, if that makes sense, more round.
Gotcha.
That kind of makes sense. Because the wiffle balls you get at like, even like if you see like the 99 cents or somewhere, just like little white little thingies, it's like more like wider.
Got you. It's just like almost like an apple size.
Yeah.
So would you say also like the manufacturing side of this stuff is also, you could say the part of the industry that's also making a lot of money?
Oh, bro, 1,000%. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna like do the math, bro. How much do you think it costs to make these paddles?
You're talking about
I don't know the exact
fiber.
number, but I know a sense of what it costs.
It's fiberglass, and I'd say it's for sure under $100. I mean, it's not
bro, way less than that. I mean, you think like put it this way, over under like $20.
Yeah, I was gonna say for sure. Like I said, under $100.
Yeah. So bro, some of these companies, bro,
that's a large.
Some of these companies are upcharging their paddles like $250, $300. So you do the math. I mean, they're making money.
That's crazy. And considering the hype behind the sport and all that, that's what.
And you need equipment. So
it's interesting, to play because you're not gonna play pickleball with tennis rackets.
No, you can't. So. Yeah,
the ball wouldn't hit off of it, right? It
would just fly. You couldn't do it. You wouldn't be allowed to play with it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Even if you're playing in the park with your homies, it just look weird. I feel that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. But yeah, man, that's that. So, one of these days, I mean, you guys can always stream my matches if you're bored. That's what my girl does when she can't come. She always streams my matches. But yeah, man, like I've been on ESPN, but they stream them. Like whenever I go to a tournament, they're always on the live stream when they decide to put me on center court. You can watch them on YouTube. They're always live stream.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the shop and you're bored, you can watch.
Yeah, because the NBA season's about to be over in a couple.
Yeah. There's gonna be a couple out here. I mean, I don't expect you guys to come, but like they're like Newport, San Clemente. They're like all in OC, but they're all around. They're all
a press pass, bro, and I'll come through, bro.
For real. I'll get you in for free, bro.
Hell yeah, let's do that shit.
But
press pass.
Like current podcast, here to look at the pickleball.
You're like, hey, I'm here to talk to the director of PPA.
We're covering the sport.
Exactly, the sport.
So why don't you pay your players?
The Gabe Joseph. I know they used to call you what?
Baby Curios.
What was that?
Yeah, because they used to look like a tennis player.
Oh, okay.
I used to get that all the time, but
I feel that. Yeah, I remember that used to be your Instagram handle.
yeah, then I changed it once I grew up.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I used to be Baby Curios. I got kind of tired of it. I was like, because bro, at the tournaments, everybody would call me that, and it didn't bother me or anything. But then I'm like, bro, I gotta be your own person. Yeah, I was like, this is some child shit. I gotta.
That's crazy. Yeah, I do remember when you changed that. You went to Gabe Joseph, right?
I remember I changed it December of 2021. I was actually at my boy's house in Florida. He actually has so he helps NFL players retire. So he actually at his office, he has an indoor pickleball court and outdoor. So I stayed with him for like 5 days, and then we just played and practiced and would hang out and stuff. Like we actually kicked it with like Rob Gronkowski and stuff. Like we were like partying with him. But I don't watch football like that, so it was like him and his brother and like a couple other NFL players. And like
you didn't know
I didn't know who the fuck they were, and I'm just like, oh, he's this tall, like buff dude, and
right.
And he's like, yeah, dude, he's Hall of Famer. I'm like, oh, that's cool, like. I play pickleball.
you know who I am?
He's like, what's that?
I'm like, I don't got no blue check, bro. How do you feel? But anyways, then I remember I was after we practiced, I was just laying in the room, and I'm like, bro, I'm changing my Instagram. Like, just something about it hit me. I'm like, this feels whack.
Right.
Like I'm over this.
You're trying to live a different identity.
Yeah, like I just feel like it was cute for like a minute, and then I'm like, yeah, like 25, bro. And I'm like, it's just, I always tell a story. Like, you remember back in like 2018 when they started doing like, you could ask a question on Instagram. Like, like you could put like question, and then like I could send you one, and then you would like post a story like answering the question. So I remember I did that one time in 2018, and someone asked me, they're like, bro, what are you going to change your Instagram handle to when you're like in your mid 20s? Because you can't be baby curious. You're going to be like midlife curious. And I was like, so I thought about that. Like fast forward,
Who's that asshole that said that?
No. He was cool. He was one of my clients. But then like fast forward like 5 years, I'm like, yeah, dude, bro. Like I'm 25 now. Like I need to change this shit.
Kind of snapped in.
Mine on MySpace used to be Mr. Inevitable. Now I know why.
Inevitable.
Trying to be Thanos, bro, or what?
Huh?
Trying to be Thanos or what?
I was Thanos.
This guy trying to be
Kang
Thanos.
Too.
Thanos.
I was also Iron Man in many dimensions and destroyed everything. That's why they had to let him die.
Tistful.
But yeah, man, that's
10, Fast 10 though. You can watch it.
Nah.
Fast 10. No, what's that?
The new movie.
Exactly, bro.
Oh,
you
Fast
don't even know what it is, bro. That's a definite
bro,
no,
honestly, I
bro.
watched all of them. I'm not
That's
watching
why I was asking,
that.
'cause I know you watched all of them.
You watched all of them? Hold
You
on.
gonna pass on this one? You go Netflix and chill when it comes out?
Yeah.
After the previous one,
Did you see Air? I remember I was telling you to see. Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
It was okay.
These guys don't want to go with me.
It was okay.
Watch?
Air.
Bro, I mean, I'm not trying to. Just wait
till
till
movies I gotta watch. I gotta watch Super Mario. I gotta watch Guardians of the Galaxy and Air.
Just wait till it comes
I
out.
heard Guardians of the Galaxy is really good.
My coworker came and was like, "Don't believe the hype. It's all right."
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Of Air?
Yeah.
I heard Guardians of the Galaxy is like the best Marvel movie in a while. I heard.
I'm not a big Marvel guy, to be
I
honest.
like Marvel.
John Wick is the one that I wanted to go watch, and I didn't have time to go watch.
I don't want to watch John Wick.
What do you guys? Are you guys? I've told you. Have you watched Succession?
I haven't started.
That is a great show.
You watched it?
Yes.
I've heard a lot about it.
It's a lot of.
I've only seen like the first season and I fell off.
It's a lot of family.
You fell off
chaos,
because
though.
it's dialogue.
Yeah, it's a lot of dialogue.
Bro, Billions is the same type of dialogue, but it's just I fell off because I was watching Billions while Succession, like, bro.
Yeah, but Billions is not just dialogue though.
Billions is like Billions.
There's
is like,
more to Billions.
It's like Wolf on Wall Street, but a show.
Have you watched Beef?
Yeah,
That's
Beef
good, huh?
Beef is pretty dope.
I like
fuck with it. Nah, Succession is a good show. It's just like, and it's what, 3 seasons, 4 seasons?
4 seasons, yeah.
Like,
And now they're doing
I
like.
feel like what happened was they were trying to compete with Billions when it came out because it was like right on the like 3rd season when Billions came out, and then COVID happened, fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but Succession is ending this year.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But I heard that it was supposed to shoot for more, but they said that COVID fucked up a lot of their shooting programs and shit because they were supposed to. They lost like 2 years with that. A lot of students, like, bro, Billions is supposed to have like the episode drop, and then it's crazy because Billions they rewrote the whole thing to implement COVID into it. Because it's like markets and how the market shifts and all that shit. But now I want to watch Succession now that it's about to be over. Just to see like the dynamic of family, business and all that.
I don't know.
Shit.
For me, it had moments where it like dragged, and then I would kind of just start watching it in the background, like while I was like cooking or something. But I did pay attention to the last season. But you know what it is, bro? I don't know about you guys. Like I'm kind of like even with albums, I like kind of shorter stuff. It keeps me like tuned in.
But your time is limited. That's why.
Yeah, well. I don't even want to say my attention span because I feel like I have good attention span.
No, it's not the attention span. It's your time is limited.
Yeah,
you cannot. You're all right. So you're an athlete, and you're the type of person that if you're gonna go all in, you're gonna want to go all in.
Yeah.
Therefore, you cannot invest into something that's gonna take too much of your time. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah. Because like an hour an episode, I was like, fuck. Like I remember I would come home because I have gaps even when I work. Like I'll still work like 8-9 hour days, but I might have like a 2 hour gap in the middle of the day. So if I have a long enough gap, I usually go home. But then I was like, if I'd already watched, like, because I watch Vlad every day, if I'd watched the Vlad videos already, I would turn on Succession. But then I'm like, God damn, like, this is an hour. Like, I got to really pay attention to the whole thing. So I remember going into like season 3 and onwards.
That's why a show that's like half an hour is more convenient.
That's why I like Beef, bro, because it was like 30 minutes each episode and it kept moving too.
It was quick.
So we finished in like 2 days, 3 days. But I was like, damn, like I never.
That's that Netflix effect. Like Netflix just throws all the episodes at once.
Yeah, like I never felt too like disengaged. But
so what do you guys like better? You guys like the ability to be able to binge some shit, or you like to be able to
binge?
Binge.
I feel more invested.
All right, let me ask you this question because I saw this today on somebody posted this. Like it was, I guess their podcast. They're talking about it. They're like, when you binge a show, that their point to it was that you're avoiding a responsibility you have. You think that's true?
No, because I don't know about for you guys. Like I usually only watch. Really, I only really started watching TV when I was with my girl, but we really only watch TV once it's dinner time until bedtime, basically.
Facts.
So, like, all my priorities and everything's already done.
Right.
Like, I've already, like, me, I'm weird.
I was about to say that, like, people that are, like, binging like that are unproductive motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
if you're binging, like, every show, then, yeah, I agree. But it's like, if
like,
you're
that's the type of person that comes home,
Yeah.
they just kick their shit off, and then they have a pile of laundry there. They have stacks of dishes ready to go that they haven't washed. Like, when it's like, nah, bro, handle what you gotta do first, and then go watch your show. Like,
see, what I do is, like, even when I was living alone, I would always just put on headphones and then do what I had to do, whether it's music, podcast, like.
See, that's how I listen to Vlad when I'm walking my dog, when I gotta go throw the trash out in the house, when I gotta change diapers with the kids. I'm listening to Vlad or like Math Hoffa. I like Math Hoffa.
I like Math Hoffa a little bit.
I like that a lot now.
It reminds me of what's the show LeBron has though, where they're all sitting in the chair. It gives me that vibe.
That's the vibe I wanted to do with this. So now I'm glad that we're doing it now.
As of lately, what like music have you been listening to?
Bro, I was just about to ask you guys. I don't know. I haven't really been listening to nothing good. I haven't found nothing good in a minute.
Jack Harlow's new album is dope.
Is good?
Yeah, go peep that.
I don't mind him. He's just a little like poppy for me.
You see, that's the difference. That the last album I feel like was a pop mainstream album because he was DJ Drama. Right?
This is more like
a hip hop head.
You know what I do like that's like fairly new? I like Finesse 2 Times.
I don't really like that.
You don't
Detroit type. Nah, is he from Detroit?
I think he's from Texas? No.
I don't know, but I don't know. There's a whole new wave of hip hop
like
right
grimy.
now. Yeah, it's just like all this street bullshit. I'm like, that's why hearing Jack Harlow's album was a breath of fresh air because it's like hip hop, bro. It had like
I'm still bro.
Ninth Wonder type beats. It had like Alchemist type beats. Lloyd Banks.
I like Hit Boy and I like Hit Boy's new album though.
And Larry June, I think it was.
No, Alchemist.
Okay, that was a dope one. Alchemist can actually rap, bro. I was tripping out.
He looks like Noah. Was it 40?
Right, he
doesn't
does.
he? Like from far.
It's a trip because he used to do shit with Evidence back in the day, and I always thought like, why isn't he rapping? And then now he's rapping. And it sounds just like Evidence. So it's like.
But bro, I'm still on you're gonna laugh. I'm still on like Her Loss, bro. That's like the only like good thing I've been like just repeating.
Nah, that was a good one.
It was cool.
Her Loss.
Like good. I really haven't found anything good from then. It's funny because I remember
he's on that mentality, bro. Broke boys. Can't fuck with no broke boys.
No, that album was a top. It's one of would you? I don't think it was.
Are you gonna pay the big dollars to go see him,
bro? So you're gonna laugh. Right when I was dating my girl last year, I got weekend tickets. And
what did you go to?
So I didn't go because I'm not a big Weeknd fan. So I was just starting to date my girl, and I got her and her mom. I gave her and her mom the ticket. And
Satanismo over there.
Yeah. So actually, you know the one. Actually, you know when you played the Amazon Prime, and I was like, bro, I think that's the show my girl went to. And it was.
We were watching it here.
Yeah. So
I would say,
bro, I dropped a lot of money. I think I spent like $1,300.
But for Drake, I'll drop that money.
So bro, for Drake, I want to drop, but then I was looking at the prices. I'm like, bro. Because I'm like, I'm not going to sit in some boo-boo seats. I'm like, I want to sit in some good seats.
Exactly.
And I'm
but
like,
I feel like when it comes to shit like that, it's all about experiences.
And the thing is, I've seen Drake. He's actually the only person I've seen in concert. And I saw him at Summer 16. And then when he did Aubrey and the Three Amigos. The Amigos.
That's how I went to.
But I really want to see him, but I don't know. I know me because I'm so stubborn. I'll end up paying and doing it. But as of now, I haven't bought him yet.
Me neither. Well, I was supposed to get it for my birthday, and then my wife said we're gonna hold off because we're moving and all that.
Yeah.
So, but she said she's gonna get it for my birthday, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I want to go just because I fuck with Drake. Like you said, it is a good album.
Drake's bro.
I'm really hopeful for his next single album when it's just him. I want to see what he's gonna drop, but we'll see.
Unpopular opinion. Who do you think's the GOAT?
Between the three?
Just no. Who do you think's the GOAT of rap? Like when it's all said and done.
Right now?
That's too hard.
If you had to just say right now, yeah.
That's too hard to say. There's too many factors to even claim that.
Just who's your GOAT, bro? When it's all said and done.
Kobe.
Kobe.
I said Kobe.
No.
He rapped.
He rapped.
Oh yeah, with what's his name? Brian McKnight.
I mean, if my iTunes was to say, shit, Drake's on the top, and then Cole, and then
I say Drake.
Probably Kendrick after, and then I got the old school guys like Pac and.
To be honestly, Kendrick has been an artist that has kind of fallen off for me. Not like I'm saying he's fallen off, but I just don't listen.
But
to him
he's fallen off because like we already overplayed the old albums already. We already know what the albums consist of. We just want new shit, but then the new shit is.
Don't get me wrong. I'll play like his old stuff, and I'll still rock with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's already just old. Like so, it's like it's a classic. It's like when you hear, it's cool, but like you're not gonna go to that now. Like I'll go to some Drake though. But it's just because
I don't know if this is the right phase, but like unpopular opinion, bro. I think Kendrick's like low key overrated.
Nah, I don't think he's overrated.
You don't think he's overrated?
Nah, he can rap his ass.
No, I'm not saying he can't rap his ass off. I don't know why. It just for me, like, I mean, I grew up with like on Kendrick too, like in high school. But it's like I don't know why. Like it doesn't like hit with me the same. I don't know. I'm a big Drake fan. Like
so am I. No,
like since middle school, bro. Like I've told this story. Like when I still had an iPod Touch, bro, and I was downloading shit off of LimeWire. Like I was downloading, bro, like unreleased Drake stuff, and like I really felt like I was like just like a diehard. And I don't know. I fuck with him because he could sing and rap too.
Right.
He's like the most complete artist. Like that could be like in that rap and like. I guess like R&B space too. I guess
for sure. I don't know. I fuck with Drake.
He got bars too, bro. Like
I feel like
that's the reason I say it's hard though is because there's other people who have done different things. The reason I think that he's like the current GOAT is in the sense of longevity, how long he's been in the game and how he's adapted and changed his style. And he's still going. That's one of the hardest things to do in the music industry. Is longevity.
I feel like all the GOATs, what they do, they're good at like evolving with the time.
All right, so then
Jay-Z did it. Fucking Lil Wayne has done it. Like all these GOATs, that's what makes you a GOAT. If you don't know how to evolve, you're just gonna be a one-hit wonder, and that's it.
Yeah. What was your question, Mauricio?
I mean, he named the names. I was like, who would you consider to be those other GOATs? But you said like
Jay-Z, Eminem. Like
I mean, for me, like if I had to see like the GOAT verses, I want to see like Jay-Z and Drake.
I feel like most GOATs that we consider in hip hop have had a 10-year run.
Yeah.
Where they had like 10 years.
Look at Lil Wayne, man.
Lil Wayne had 10 years. Bro, Lil Wayne was 20 years.
And he's the one that discovered Drake, from my understanding.
Well, no, was it Jazz Prince did, right?
No,
Jay
but Lil Wayne was the artist that gave him that cosign.
Yeah.
And then he
like Jazz Prince brought him to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's like, I can't do nothing with him. You do something, and then blew him up. But shit, I feel like Kendrick, at least for the West Coast, that's why he solidified. He was the last GOAT we've had.
What do you think of his cousin, Baby Kim?
Keem now.
Where do you put Kanye in that conversation?
That's what I'm saying. 10 years, bro. He's about 10 plus years on the top. And then now fashion. He's the reason why we're all wearing fucking retros, bro. If it wasn't for Kanye West, nobody would be wearing retros. I swear to you, bro.
I used to like Kanye.
Kanye West came with that like era, like in 2008, 7, like post graduation, where he was rocking like 7, 6s, like just Jordans, bro, and then just blew him up.
I'm just saying, just like musically, like, I'm kind of.
I mean, for sure, but I like his last gospel album that he dropped. It was pretty dope. Chick-fil-A and all that. Yeah, that song was dope. But I don't know. Kanye West, he's very outspoken.
I feel like definitely being involved with that family definitely changed a man. Would you guys not?
I didn't like to see Kim Kardashian at this last game on the court side.
Me neither, bro. I was like,
Did you see Tristan Thompson was doing extra shit, just being loud and on the bench? He wasn't even in the game, and then you could see her just looking at him, like just admiring his bravado on the bench. Like, bro, you're not.
Think she was admiring it?
Yes, bro. Like, there's a little thing going on there, bro. Come on, it's the Kardashians, man.
Bro, what did Chris Rock say?
Bro, the number one thing that all Americans want.
Attention.
Come on.
Did you guys watch Chris Rock's stand up?
So do you think they're gonna ruin Bad Bunny since he's part of the family now,
bro?
Hey, bro, I just love the video of his like girl, like Gabriela, and then Kendall both walking while he's performing and shit. I'm like, yo,
hold up. He had both his girls?
Yeah, he had them both at Coachella next to each other, dog.
I'm like, yo.
He got a wife, a girlfriend on the
That's the
side.
goat right there, y'all.
Hold on.
That's the goat right there.
So he has a girlfriend, Gabriela.
Well, that's the one that's been with him for the longest.
And then he's now with Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can do it too then. Get ready,
You
Lisa.
said it on the mic.
Pick her for us. I'm just kidding, not much.
Hey, by the way, little side fun fact, bro. I got to give you props because at every pickleball tournament I do go to, and people have asked me, they're like, bro, like, I definitely got like the freshest haircut.
Hey, man, appreciate
and
you,
bro, I could literally show you my text.
Should be a rank there.
A lot of people out of the state, they're like when they're in Cali, they don't obviously they don't make it here, but like they've like asked me, and I always send them your Booksy and everything because they're like, bro, like I'm trying to get that fade. and
That's
everything.
crazy. Nah, I was just looking at your hair when you walked in. I was like, I don't even remember when I cut you up because it still looks clean.
Like I think like 9 days ago or something.
Damn, it just still looks clean, bro. Like it still looks like it's not all the way grown in, you know? Like,
yeah.
You still can rock it.
I got to get another cut next week before I leave for Atlanta.
Another
because I'm
tournament?
going next Tuesday.
When does it end, bro? When do you see it?
So what happens at the tournaments? It's so every event is one day. If you make the finals, you play what's called Championship Sunday. So like if I win, all my matches basically on Thursday. For me, because I just play singles, I would have to stay till Sunday.
Gotcha.
But if you like, let's say you get to the semis and you lose, you're done on Thursday. So it happens to me, and sometimes like it's shitty this happens, but like when I haven't made the finals, and because I always book my flight Thursday night, sometimes like I've had to like either rebook my flight to a little later that night or like barely make it to the flight, and it's kind of like nerve wracking because you know obviously like if I'm in Texas and I lose, I don't get to the finals, like it sucks because you want to get the fuck out, but you want to finish out the tournament too.
Exactly.
So like one time this actually happened in like October. I was playing a tournament in Texas and I was in for bronze medal for third, fourth because I had lost in the main draw, and I was literally really cutting it super, super close. And same thing, we were only playing at that point for like $300, and it wasn't worth missing my flight because I'm like, I need to get home and get back to the money because I'm gonna miss out on, you know, $800 for the day.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense,
bro. Like that.
I mean, I'm just saying. So it's like, you know, you're like, fuck. Well, so I had to like finish out the match super quick.
Each session that you're training is a certain dollar amount, right?
Well, yeah, like private lessons are $100, which isn't, I mean, a lot for pros like that, but yeah, I mean, you got to do the math. So it's like,
hell yeah, I'd rather go get that fucking shit.
Exactly.
But Gabe, man,
thank you for being here, man. We appreciate you, man.
We gotta have another part with.
This went by so fast, bro.
There was flow.
It was. We started talking from like what 7:30 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
we didn't even get to the juicy stuff.
Oh,
what's good? What's the juicy stuff?
What's the juicy
No,
stuff?
I don't know. What'd you have questions wise?
I mean,
they freed my boy Andrew Tate, right?
Oh, they did.
There we go. I mean, I didn't want to speak about it because I remember in Safe There we used to like talk about Kevin Samuels and about like
they're gonna do a tribute to Kevin Samuels,
bro. You know what it is though, and like obviously like everyone's not gonna see eye to eye on the same thing. I think what like guys like that, and they're just like truth tellers, and when it comes like people take it as harsh, but it's just reality.
Oh, we're living in a soft world now, man.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying. Back to Chris Rock's thing, bro. He's like, what do you call it? The number three ways to get attention is what he says. He's like, show your ass, be great at what you do, or be a victim. And he's like, we got motherfuckers in the hospitals with paper cuts because that's the society we live in.
Yep.
Everyone's soft as hell. You can't say nothing. You can't be, you know, like God forbid you offend this person or that group of people. Like, it's fucking weird times we live in, bro.
It is, man. But I definitely feel like we have to have a little bit of compassion towards them because I feel like we, as much as we say like, damn, it's a soft world. I mean, I am realizing that there is like a lot of mental health issues that people deal with. That I'm like, fuck, like if only this was brought to light more, the softness wouldn't be there. But you know, that's
bro. I mean, I'll put it like this, like. I'm a very, very empathetic person, but like you gotta remember too, like I'm around kids and people all day, like teaching tennis and stuff. But like I would be low key, like my dad, like when I got hurt or something in sports, he wasn't like babying me and shit. He's like, bro, like, you know, walk it off, ice it when you get home, but like you'll be fine, bro.
Right.
You know,
for sure that aspect.
Put some Robitussin on it,
right?
You know?
That aspect for sure. But I mean, there's just so many things like like the lack of fathers, a lack of leadership. Like
of
even
course.
in like the White House, bro, we have like a shitty president, and then we have shitty governors. Like it just goes down to then we have like we don't have not everybody has a great father like what you
of
had,
course,
what Manny
yeah.
had, what I had. You know, so it just sucks that that's what's really dwindling. And Andrew Tate and Kevin Samuels were just holding men accountable to step up again and be a man.
Yeah.
That's all they were doing. But the world wants men to be women's, I guess. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Shit. It's a crazy times we live in, bro. Crazy ass times.
It's weird time. I mean, bro, like I don't know how you guys do it, but like I feel like even nowadays too, like a lot of even couples and stuff go like 50-50 on shit and stuff.
So like I feel like the 50-50 shit is just the economics of like the times we're living in, that you need 2 incomes, right, to live and to live comfortably, right?
Yeah.
But because I've done it where it was like 100 and it was the other person.
So like, let me ask you this: when you were dating your girl, were you guys going 50-50 on the rent?
Well, when we were dating, she wasn't living with me, so like we didn't move in till like she got pregnant, and then it was like, all right, you gotta move in. Like she was already staying with me and stuff.
Yeah.
She hadn't moved in officially till like shit. She was pregnant, and like yo, she gotta move in. She was already pregnant. The belly wasn't showing yet, but it was like, all right, it's on its way. Fuck it, move in. But by that time, we're living with my parents, and I was giving my parents everything. She wasn't giving me shit like to give them or whatever. Not until we got our own apartment that it was like, all right, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna split it? For a certain time, like the first apartment we had, we were like 50-50. That's what she wanted to do, just because she like women also want to have that like say of I dropped something into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like all that dynamic really changes once you have a kid.
Yeah.
Because they can't bring that into the table. They can't bring as much cheddar in as much because they got a kid, you know, unless they really want to go into the whole like, all right, we're gonna fucking baby, but that's expensive, bro. Trust me. Like,
so how has fatherhood affected you, Enzo?
What do you mean?
Damn.
How has it changed you?
It just fucking matures you, but it's just like it's a daily test, bro. Like every day comes its own challenges, and you have to like, I don't know, man, because women right now I feel like are, especially like right now, like my wife just got a job again, so the fact that she got this job lately, she's been doing these like testing certain things where it's like you weren't doing this a couple months ago. Now you got a job. Now you think you got some say, and it's like you always had that say, but you were giving me more authority before because you didn't have that job. Now that you have a job, it's like I don't need you type shit, or it's like yo, it's not even like that. It's like yo, let's get this shit done. Not no, I'm gonna do it when I want to. No, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, but I don't know, bro, because I feel like that's the test of it, bro. Like having to get to know yourself again and then unlearn and relearn stuff and then get to know who they are and shit because they come in their own package, bro. Like they come in their own way, you know? Like, I don't know. There's so many things. Every day is just different, bro. It comes with its own challenges. How do you see manhood, not even fatherhood, manhood?
You know, bro, I feel like it's different, and especially the times have changed so much where I feel like people are living at home a little longer. I mean, obviously we live in LA, so shit's crazy expensive. But I don't know, man. I feel like, see, for me, it's different too. I feel like I've matured probably a lot like quicker, but also I kind of like having priorities and kind of like being accountable, like having. I just feel like I'm going on a tangent, but I feel like, for instance, when you don't really have priorities or like even bills to pay, I feel like you get very complacent, like living at home and stuff.
For sure.
And then that's when you start blowing money on dumb shit.
For sure.
And you're like, well, shit, I should be, you know, saving and doing a lot more. Like if I'm...
Nah, I definitely would. I mean, I think any man should start thinking about having kids at like 26, 27. That age, bro, because that shit really makes you like...
I want to be a young dad, so hopefully, you know, I would say, but like 3 years, hopefully.
I feel like if you want to, you can do it, bro. It's not that
you know,
hard.
the thing, I think about it, but like I need to get some other things in order. Like I said, like I need to get some health insurance first, and then obviously, like my next short-term goal would be like I want to get a house. Hopefully, like our lease is up in February, so hopefully, like middle of next year, you know, we can start looking at houses, and you know, I want to get a house with probably like a pickleball or tennis court too, so it could also be like, you know, a little cash flow out of it too.
You can fucking rent it out, or you can.
I can use it to even teach, you know, out of my backyard
instead of going to the. Do you have to cut out like give money to?
Yeah, I got to give money to the club, but also I got actually I'll give a little teaser, but one of our guest we had on Safety Third is actually coming out with something big that I'll be a part of. It's in the works. But
what, a paddle that's geo-friendly?
Nah, something bigger than that. Something way bigger than that.
Did we have him on our podcast?
No.
We did. We had him on Safety Third.
Yeah. Dope.
But he's coming out with something big.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah.
Gabe got a surprise.
I can't
for
disclose
everybody.
the info yet, but that's gonna be a big game changer for our lives and for people around too.
Dope.
But anyways, like I'm saying, that's one of my short-term goals. Is I want to get a house soon. But to answer your question, like I feel like that all that stuff, manhood wise, it changes you. You realize kind of what's important and shit. When I would say 5 years ago, Gabe would care about, his car, his appearance and all that. And, kind of shit to impress people that I would say don't give a fuck about you.
Nope.
Now I'm like, I want to be able, if my girl comes home and is like, hey babe, maybe for my birthday, we can do a trip. I can fucking drop the card without even thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that shit's more important to me, and,
Lakers just got a dub. I hear all these gasps next to me. I'm like,
They're not dead, bro.
me and Gabe is all talking. And I just hear gasps like, but nah, man, like it's very important to put one foot after another, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I admire you for doing that, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Shit, you got out of your parents' house. You dealt with something rocky in the past, and now you definitely
Enzo was my part-time therapist.
Be like that, bro.
Shit.
I feel like me and you went through similar shit, bro. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all good.
Oh, I learned my lesson, bro. I'll tell you that
Same
the
here,
hard
bro.
way.
Yeah, same here.
But
So I got a beautiful puppy out of it, so it worked out.
Hey, Kobe, young Kobe. Are you gonna name your son Kobe too or not?
Nah, I don't think my girl would allow that. But we'll see.
All right, Gabe, man, it was a pleasure having you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
We're gonna definitely
Thanks for
have
having
part
me.
2 so we can have more of this, man. We're gonna have you on that series I want to start when we talk about like manhood and fatherhood, because I want to start that shit. But
I'm a father to a puppy. Is that count?
it does count. That's responsibility,
I'll have
bro.
to bring Kobe to the pod.
That's what I always say to everybody, that what separates a man from a boy is responsibility. That's what separates them. A boy is not gonna want to be responsible for shit. A man makes himself responsible for that.
That's
shit.
true.
So that's what separates us. With that being said, peace out.
Thank you, boys.